Hello Balmy Badger Army,
Hey Badger Army.
guys, indeed, welcome to the show. Today we are going to be talking about Vern Troy from Austin Powers fame and of course Big Brother fame and his untimely death, which is very sad. We're also going to be talking about the Facebook mysteries that have been happening lately, and we are going to be mukbanging / trying out Liberate Greek style honey yogurt, so that's going to be good fun. Everyone seems to be enjoying the mukbangs, or the taste tests as we like to call them, so we are going to be going ahead with those.
We should also point out that it's very sunny here right now.
Indeed.
Which is one in the eye for all those people posting memes about RIP British summer 18th to the 21st of April.
It's not going to snow, people. What's the matter with you all?
People just enjoy complaining about the weather so much. I think it actually affects people's mental health at times.
I wonder if it's the flat earthers, Nick, talking about the snow.
Maybe, and it's also people who have nothing better to do with their lives than just complain.
Maybe.
Which is a bit annoying because I see people who do it on Facebook, and I'm like, you've got far better things to do than post stupid stuff like that.
What about flat Earth and things like that?
Flat Earth's one thing, but also summer being over the instant it's a bit cloudy.
Well, it's all to do with the Bermuda Triangle, in my opinion. Get to my angle. Right, okay, Nick, so let's open up the Liberté and let's get talking about our experience.
Liberté, French for liberty, funnily enough.
Is it? Okay,
yes.
We learn something new every day. Honey style, Greek style yogurt. And we, of course, have made sure that Nick's not allergic to anything. I'm not, so we're fine. Just obviously be careful. Anything you eat, like yogurts and things like that, make sure you read the label.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to lick the lid?
Ooh, no, I'm alright. You do it. So, we are obviously going to be talking about Vern from the awesome Austin Powers, one of my favourite films of all time.
Yes, indeed.
Mini-Me was fantastic. I couldn't believe it, you know, when they announced his death. I used to love him. I think he was an awesome guy. Seemed really kind and a real genuine person when he was on Big Brother as well. Got to see a real interesting side to him. And like I was saying, you know, he was so cool. I believe that on the day of his death, Hard Knock Life, the music video they featured in, went viral once again after like something like 8 years of not being viral. So everyone was watching him. I don't know if you remember that music video, do you? Hard Knock Life with him and Austin Powers.
I'll have to look that up.
Oh yes, indeed, yeah. Him and obviously Mike Myers were on there, and it was like a big music video of them all dancing around to Hard Knock Life in a prison. So that went viral on the day of his death, which is a real sad and poignant moment. Great guy, really cool guy. Never met him, but obviously his experiences on Big Brother and the fun that you have with that, and obviously the films he was in, great stuff. Loved him. What about you, Nick?
I do remember him in Austin Powers 2. You know, very distinctive character. You know, and he really brought a lot to that role. So yeah, it's just so sad that kind of like that. You know, people are taken from us in the way that they are. You know, I think, you know, maybe if there's one thing that's good that might arise as good for this, it's, you know, for people to be aware of, you know, look out for others. You know. If you're going through issues, then be open about them. You know, that's the good thing about places like this, places online. You know, where people can feel the need to talk more about that sort of thing. So I think yeah, you know,
it's a very important thing, and I think it's the same thing with like George Michael and things like that. All those sort of stars that are having untimely deaths now through no fault of their own, probably through medication or something that's happening in their lives. You know, if you feel down, you feel depressed, you feel really upset, you know, the ultimate medicine, and I've definitely found this, is talk to people, talk to your friends, talk to anyone that you think will listen, and people are there to talk to. You know, I go through periods where I'm up and down like a yo-yo.
Same here.
But, you know, there's always someone to talk to, and there's always people there to talk to and have fun with and sort of bounce off of and have fun. And, you know, I think that's the main medicine. You know, laughter is the main medicine. Obviously, practice mindfulness, have a good laugh, make sure, you know, you're with people that talk and have fun. Human contact is definitely something that I would recommend. You know, that is the ultimate medicine. Getting out and socialising and things like that. And that's what I've tried to do more now. And trust me, it's made me feel 100% better. Indeed, yes. So, obviously, getting along the lines of talking and having fun and getting chatting, but obviously on the cyberspace level, we are going to be talking about Facebook and the things that have been happening there.
It's been a rough month for Facebook.
It has been a rough month for Facebook. You know, I used to be an avid booker, as I would say, and I used to be on there 24/7, 365, all the time, wishing happy birthday to people, wishing Merry Christmas to people, talking to random people I haven't met for 20 years and seen for 20 years, and all these sorts of things where I was on there constantly talking to people, you know, wired up to the matrix. And then, you know, when I got my new phone, I just had a bit of an epiphany, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to keep the messenger just because I have to, but I'm going to delete the actual Facebook app. And I haven't been on Facebook for about 3 months, and you know what, it was hard to begin with, and it made me feel a bit like, oh, is this the right thing, what am I doing? But I actually really enjoy the fact that I'm not on there now.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity to kind of like do other things.
Exactly.
You
Instead
know?
of being glued to your phone, you can do other things, and even if it's just a small thing like, I don't know, doing the washing up or calling your mum and dad or calling someone, just something else rather than being glued to the actual
And you just
Facebook
kind of like
app.
scrolling down, and the thing is, it's kind of like you'll see there's, because we all have those friends who spend way too long on Facebook. We'll just kind of like share stuff, share random posts without thinking about them.
You got to get to the
Those of you sharing the RIP British Summer one, I am talking to you. And I think, yeah, you know, it's something that in a way we've become a bit too over reliant on it, and I think
that's true. Yeah,
that's, you know, and I think a lot of the issues that have been surrounding Facebook recently have come from that. You know, that's why, you know, we've had the whole issues surrounding privacy. And
that's right.
Things like that,
where it shares your whole phone book, doesn't it?
Yeah, and there are, you know, but there are some people who actually live their lives on Facebook.
That's
you know?
right. Yeah.
People will just post stuff. You know, I can't take any more. I'm bored. You know, just
things like that. Like posting your dinner.
Posting your dinner, yeah.
Yeah, posting your dinner. Oh, look, I really want to know what my next door neighbour had for breakfast, and now I do. You know.
Yes.
And some people even post their bowel movements, and that's just one of these things. I would not do that. Oh, really badly need it. I don't want to know that. Thanks.
Yeah.
But yeah, so all sorts of these random things. People post too much, and I think we're from a nation of oversharing, and I think that is something. Some things need to be kept private or just told by close friends. Sometimes oversharing is a bit scary, really.
Yeah, I think it's, you know, it's like I read one thing that someone posted once. You know, back in the day, people used to write a diary and didn't want anyone to read it. Nowadays, people post stuff online and expect people to read it.
Yeah,
and
in fact, people get
annoyed when people don't read it.
Exactly, I was going to say, like, so you're going to post your personal private business on there that should be in a private diary, and then get annoyed when people don't read it. And then when they do read it and have opinions, you're stuffed. So what's that all about?
What is that all about? What I've sort of like learned a lot recently, and that I actively encourage people to do, don't post on Facebook when you're angry.
No, this is very true, yeah, or drunk.
Or drunk. It's a bit like, you know, don't answer the phone when you're angry.
That's right.
Don't answer the phone when you're drunk. You know, don't send an email when you're angry or drunk.
That's true, yeah.
You know, it's you know, because that sort of thing, you know, it will come back at you.
That's
back
right.
to you.
Exactly. You've got to be very careful with these sorts of things. Yes.
You know.
Indeed. So it's a very interesting point we've had today, Nick. Very interesting points. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, so you've just got to be really careful what you do online, guys, because like these things get shared about constantly. So yeah, just be careful what you're doing.
And also, just because something is written on a meme doesn't mean it's true.
Yes.
Just because there's an article about it doesn't mean it's true.
Yeah.
There's a lot of satire news networks now, which I think some people share thinking that they're real, but they're not.
That's like old school stuff like Brass Eye. People used to take that as gospel, didn't they? So Nick, moving on to today's taste test section of the show. So we've been truing, and of course mukbanging, as they call it in the YouTube industry, Liberate honey natural yogurt.
Liberate Greek Style Yogurt. The lid's blown off somewhere, but this is what what the tub looks like.
Indeed, so that's always fun. So what do you think of the yoghurt, Nick? Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Me too.
There's a few more bits here, so I'm just going to try and get some more.
The residue of the yoghurt. Yes, but I
The
really
honey adds
enjoyed
to it a lot. I mean, there's lots of confusion here with Greek yogurt and Greek Style Yogurt.
Okay, interesting.
But, I
so
mean,
what's the difference?
I'm not entirely sure. It might be that it's actually made in Greece.
Who
or
knows?
Actually follows a specific recipe.
It's probably to do with the recipe and
Probably
the conditions that it's made in the first place, which is very interesting.
Greek yogurt has a very good reputation.
It does
seen as
indeed.
like, yes, it's, don't just have ordinary yogurt. Have Greek yogurt.
It's very nice, and
So,
I
yeah,
really
that
enjoy it.
Has a lot of good. I have a lot of like high protein yogurts.
Yes,
At home, which I often have.
We like the protein. We like protein here at the Badger Show.
Yes, we like some good protein with our yogurts. So
Indeed.
yeah, so I quite like those. But yeah, the honey adds in an interesting element.
It does. Takes away that sour edge. I find.
Yeah, because I mean Greek yogurt on its own, it's a bit bland. Any yogurt that's not flavoured is a bit bland.
Indeed.
The thing is, it's often not used, just to be eaten like this. It's often used to be added to recipes and stuff.
That's
like that.
right. Yes, and I'm sure I've seen it on like salads and things like that sometimes.
Salads, smoothies,
all sorts of random stuff.
curries use it.
Yes, curries definitely use yoghurt. The amount of curries that have yoghurt in and things like that is amazing. And guys, if you haven't checked out last week's mukbang of the tikka rice pot, please do. And we are going to wrap up the show, Nick. So if you let us know what you think marks out of 5 this week on the Liberate yogurt.
I'm going to give it 3.5.
3.5. Okay. See, I really enjoy it. I think it's really smooth and creamy and delicious, and I would give it a sternly good 4 out of 5. So we're slightly differing there, because I think out of the yogurts that I've tried this week, which has been many, because obviously now the warmth and the heat's got better, you move on to like more summery foods like salads and yogurts and things like that. So I've been having a lot of yogurt this week, and I think this is one of the best I've tried. So I'm going to give it a very firm 4 out of 5. Okay, thank you once again, Nicholas, for joining me. Don't forget to check
welcome as always.
Nick out on Phoenix FM tonight. Roughly at what time, Nicholas?
8 till 10 p.m. phoenixfm.com.
Indeed.
And check out my new website as well, nickfieldmedia.co.uk. It's currently under construction, but there'll be lots of cool stuff coming to that very soon.
And if you enjoyed today's mukbang/taste test, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, super chat, Patreon or sponsor if you can, because all pennies go back to the channel and make today's video, such as taste tests.
They allow us to buy more food!
Yes, they do. They allow us to buy more food and equipment for the show, keep the boss happy and keep the lights on. Even though we're outside, but you know what I mean. Bye for now, Barmy Badger Army.
Ta-ta, Badger Army.
See you later on, guys. See you in the next vlog, stream or video. Bye.
Bye.